Hi, everyone. Mitch from Pickdawgz.com. A little bit different video here. We've got Micah Smith with us. First place in the DraftKings professional betting contest. Of course, there's all kinds of betting contests out there, from the Circa, which costs like $1,000 to enter. And then, of course, there's all kinds of daily tournaments and things like that. But this is the big one, the $50,000 entry fee contest at DraftKings. And we've got the first place finisher here, Micah Smith. Micah, congratulations on the big finish. How much was it that you took in total for first place in this contest?
400,000.
400,000. The entry fee was 50,000, so net 350 on that. Not a bad day for betting on some football, and bad season. Just picking a few games a week. Now we know that betting on this type of contest certainly different than your daily betting. Mike is a professional sports bettor. He's involved with some of the top sports bettors in the world, the who's who of sports bettors, and of course, works with syndicate betting and things of that nature as well. But we know that contest betting a little bit different than regular betting, but it's still, you still manage to win at both. How is that? Is it luck?
No, I think the main thing for me is networking with the right people. It's hard to do it all yourself. Having the right people, it took years. I mean, the first 15 years of a sports bettor, I was a losing bettor. I didn't find the right people till I was in 30, so it's just having the right contacts, going to like Bet Bash, you'll meet, or where me and you went, you'll meet professional betting groups there that know what they're doing. But yeah, to me, it's all about networking and making sure you're with the right people that do this for a living, and then it kind of grows from there, if that makes sense.
I think grow is a good word there. And it's like, I know we've had you on with David Miller before, who's, off the chart and, in my book, as far as sports betting. I regard him like, if this is, the top to the bottom, he's somewhere close to here, as far as the top sports bettors. But the thing is that, even when I talk to Dave and I'm talking about things that I'm doing with betting, he's analyzing that and he's saying, well, that's not good. Or, hey, this is something that I haven't even thought of, and he's trying to incorporate that now into his own betting. So are you constantly changing your strategies as well? Or is it more of, this is what your contribution is, and then you have other people that bring in other strategies?
Yeah, exactly. So, I look at myself, not as far as the contest goes, as far as my daily skill set is getting the right type of account, because the hardest thing, what people don't realize, is once you know how to win, the hard thing is staying in the game betting. Because after day 3, you have an account, there you get limited to $50 a game. Then what are you going to do, right? The hardest part, in my opinion, is staying in the game. So when I get a certain type of account that we look for is, all right, who needs this account? Who is good at this type of account? Who is good at betting this type of sport? Like, for example, last night, a new group reached out to me, and their specialty is WNBA and AAA baseball, right? So, so in the summertime, I might have some accounts that I could feed that type of group. So it's just getting the right account to the right people. That makes sense.
I think there are a lot of people out there that are good bettors, and I think there are a lot of people out there that win some bets. But I think what Micah is alluding to is that there are people that win at alarming rates, and it's like, nobody wins them all. I do not care who you are. Nobody wins them all. But what Micah also is alluding to is the counts and getting your action down. And it's like, to be able to get enough action down that you can offset any losses with wins, because your strategy is always going to win. Yeah. It might not win today and it might not win tomorrow, but over the long term, it's always going to win. And that's why the books do not want that action, because this is what they do. They know that if they stick to their strategy and they can pin you into one strategy that you're in, well, then they're always going to win over the long term. So you're turning the tables on the books by doing different things, different styles of bets in different types of sports. So, of course, the big question for our audience is, and anybody who's watching this that's, not a regular Pickdawgz person, how can we all make money, and how can we leverage your skill set, in a way that we can make money? I know you have a few different programs out there that you that you have going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do like David and I do mentorships to help people that have a lot of accounts. But most of all, like for your daily stuff that people are like buying, etc. I mean, I take the information I get from all these betting groups I'm a partner with. And, I send like Eric and Costi, I send them certain plays that are still good on the day of the game, right? You should give these type of plays out.
I played those. I bet
yeah,
those.
I mean those are like really good. So that's what I mean. People are trying to do just daily betting. That's kind of what I offer at that point. Or if you have a certain account that's good and you qualify for a certain account, we can definitely use that. I mean, that's how I started with this 8-9 years ago. I had 20 accounts. Now I have none. So we do partnerships with people because you get limited, right? But
So let me just try and reel that in. What Micah just said, a lot of information there, but all really good stuff. And basically, what he's saying is that there are a few different ways that you can leverage his information and the way that he makes money on a daily basis. And we could sit here and try and count as to how much money you make or how much money you have. I don't think it's relevant to anything, and I don't think it's good. I think once you make a certain point, the rest is just kind of, keeping score, right? It's like, it doesn't really matter anymore. And I think, you've already passed that point in sports betting. And, I think that what we see is that he said he has a course with David Miller where they do mentorship and could help teach you some of these strategies that they do. I don't know if David is as forthcoming that he'll give you every little shred of every little, like he won't give out his models and sheets to you, but he can help you build your own in the manner that he does. That's one route to go. There's another route that Micah was saying is that they're looking for people with accounts that have the ability to take action on different types of sports. Most of the time, those type of accounts, I'll be transparent with you, I'm familiar with this. Most of the time, those accounts, they're not going to be your standard betting apps. They're going to be more through a local bookmaker or a different type of organization than through a traditional U.S. legal sportsbook app or an offshore. Those companies generally keep it really tight because they're more interested in the recreational bettor than the guy that bets 10,000 a game, or more. And I'm not saying you need to bet 10,000 a game to be involved. I'm just saying that the more you can bet, the better. And usually a few $1,000s, right? Like $2,000 to $3,000.
Well, I can break that down. There's a couple of reasons why we would want your credit local bookie account. The reason, number one, is obviously it's built more off your relationship with that book, right? If you have a good relationship with that guy, your account is going to last a lot longer versus at your casino apps, you're going to get cut day 3 if you're beating the closing line over and over and over again, right? So if you have a good relationship with that book, you're going to last a lot longer, if that makes sense. The second reason is we can get 30 times the volume in a credit account versus your casino app because in the casino app, you have to manually log in. That's number one. Every professional betting group uses a program to make the bets in a credit account. They're not manually logging in each account. They're telling their software, hey, I want to bet this game at this line and this price. And if the program actually logs into the account and it's available, it bets the amount on the amount that you have established with the partner, right? Whether it's $50, whether it's $5,000, whatever it is, right? So every professional group uses a program that bets the credit accounts. So that's the two most important reasons why we want that, because once you have an edge, volume makes that edge play out faster, just like a card counter, right? At the blackjack table. He wants to walk in that casino and play millions of hands and not just 10, right? Because the edge plays out. You need a volume. So that's the two reasons why we want credit accounts.
And that's why casinos, like when you're playing table games, which are generally leveraged towards the house, roulette or, slots or anything like that, they want you to play as long as they can possibly get you to play. They make it difficult to find your way out of the casino. They make you wait to get your drink from the waitress. All of these things are intentional, and,
Right.
and we know that. But it's I still like to bet that way too, even though I
Yeah.
know I like to throw the dice with that, just like everybody
Right.
else. But anyways, the third angle here. So the first one is a mentorship program. The second one is to become basically partners with a credit betting account. And then the third thing is just basically it'd be taking the information that you get and what you're betting and the bets that have life to it. Obviously, a lot of the betting that you do has to do with line moves and line changes and that's that's a standard part of syndicate betting and high volume betting. But there's also just betting where you have the right side and you're just dialed in and there's a little bit more room in that. And those are picks that you can make available to our public as well, correct?
Exactly. Correct. Yeah, it's easy. And it's easy to decipher on day of the game. Okay, these particular set of games are still good at around this number and price, right? So that it's easy. We're betting a super amount of high volume of games, so we have a lot to choose from, if that makes sense.
All right. One thing though that I want to make clear to everybody out there, because I think that I think a lot of people with Pickdawgz too, and I'll get out there on the chat and help people out on the customer service, and I think people are sometimes surprised that when I get on there and I'm chatting with them, they get excited about it, and that's awesome because I'm just one of them. I'm just trying to make some money. But Micah has an entire team of people that he works with, and of course Eric and Costi, who are regulars here at Pickdawgz, are certainly a part of that team as well. And that more than likely, when you first reach out, those will be the people that you'll initially be dealing with. It's not that Micah is too busy for you or whatever. He's actually busy working for you, helping putting together the numbers, helping organize between the different people, gathering all of this information, which, to be honest with you, for the average bettor, it wouldn't make sense for them to be able to even get this information because of the cost of accumulating this information and what these people charge, the people that we know, what they would charge for this information, if they're even willing to part with it.
Right.
Would make it so your bet amounts would have to be so high, you wouldn't even be able to get these in. You couldn't go to like MGM on a regular basis and smack them for the 100K you would need to spend in order to do that. And Micah, basically, by doing it this way, makes it affordable, more affordable for you to be able to do that. It's not for everybody, but it is definitely more affordable for more people.
Right. And most of the betting groups, when they're sending us a play to bet for them, they are wanting a particular amount on this game, right? And whatever you can go over that, they don't care, right? We want 200,000, whatever the number is. They want a particular amount, so I can do whatever I want with the information after they get their number down, right? Their amount of money down. If that makes sense. So yeah, we can definitely make plays available.
Well, we have the betting mentorship. We have the syndicate betting group opportunity with credit accounts, and then we also have the ability to get Micah's picks and plays on a daily basis. In order to get this, though, the easiest way to find out more information, just use the information that you see directly on the screen right now. We'll publish exactly what that is, and go down that route, and you're on your way. No obligation, no cost. Just find out more information about where you fit in this particular betting strategy. I'll tell you, I use it myself, and I think a lot of you guys should use it as well, along with your other betting that you do. It's not the only betting that I do, that's for sure, but it's definitely a part of it, and it's a part of it that makes money. It kind of finances some of the other more fun, crazy stuff that I like to do, like throw the dice or stick a couple thousand in the slot or something, So,
that's right.
Or whatever else I do, go eat some sushi or whatever the case may be. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. And like I said, find out more about it. It's an exciting product, an exciting opportunity for you. So take advantage of it. There's no other site in the world offering anything like remotely close to this. Once again, Micah, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on that big win at DraftKings. Awesome stuff.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you. Appreciate you having me.